In this video, we're going to run through the basics of armor in New World, and it's actually very important, so let's do it. There are 3 types of armor that you can wear: light, medium, and heavy. For simplicity's sake, you can think of this as cloth, leather, and metal, which is basically mail or plate. But this is different from your total armor level, and we'll explain what that is in a moment. Now, you can actually just freely mix and match your light, medium, and heavy armor completely for free. There's no respecking or any cost or anything like that. There are 3 core stats that every piece of armor will have, but there are some stats that will only appear on rare items. The first of the core stat is gear score. This is an overall indication of the level of the armor. Then you have 2 stats, one of which is protection against physical damage and the other is protection against elemental damage. The higher the better. Now, on rare items, which are basically your green, blue, purple, etc., you can have a few extra stats. Now, these are perks, attributes, and a gem slot. An item either has a gem slot or it doesn't, and if it does, you can obviously put a gem in it. These can have various different effects. You can replace the gem, but I'm pretty sure you lose the current gem that was in the item if you do so. Now, attributes are generally just extra stats, so you might see +3 strength, +5 intelligence, or any kind of combination, dexterity, or anything like that. Now, perks are a little bit more interesting and they can be more varied. In crafting, you can actually use a special item that will guarantee a specific perk, but keep in mind if you're generally picking up items from the wild and it's random. Your armor does lose durability over time, but it can be repaired. What you need to make sure is that you salvage any armor or weapons that are bound to you that you no longer need. These will give you the repair items. All of that information there is just regarding specific items, but really it's your overall armor level, which is probably more important. So your total armor value is the total weight of your armor all added together. And it's actually this combined weight that determines if you are wearing the total of light, medium, or heavy armor. Light armor is a total armor weight of less than 15, medium is a total armor value of less than 30, and heavy is 50 or less. And this weight class does affect you in gameplay, so is actually pretty important. So while you're wearing light armor, your dodge is a quick roll, which covers a lot of distance, which is quite good as demonstrated on screen. You also deal 20% bonus damage. But while you are wearing medium armor, your dodge is sort of just like a quick hop. You deal 10% bonus damage, and your crowd control debuffs that you place on enemies last 10% longer. When you're wearing heavy armor, your dodge is pretty much like a slow, very slow sidestep, but your block stability is increased by 15%, and your crowd control debuffs last 20% longer. Because the heavier the armor often gives you better stats, you will generally be trying to get as close to the next level in weight as you can without actually hitting it. So for example, if you want to be a medium armor wearer, you will actually normally want to wear some heavy along with some medium to get close to that 30 mark without passing the threshold. And it's the same for somebody who wants to be in the light category. You'll actually probably want to wear some medium and some light armor so you get close to the 15, again without exceeding it, but you are counted as wearing light armor. So let's have a look at this example here. I'm actually wearing a full set of heavy armor, but I'm still in the medium weight category. But look what happens when I add this slightly heavier piece of heavy chest armor. It now knocks me into the heavy category instead of the medium. Then I have to ask myself the question, should I be wearing a lighter heavy armor, or maybe it's actually time now to adopt some medium and heavy armor so that I remain in that medium threshold. It's those kind of questions that are up to you to answer as you level and when you hit endgame. If you have a shield equip, then that does count towards your weight value. If you are not wielding a sword and shield as one of your options, then I strongly recommend that you remove the shield because it's just adding weight and you are not benefiting from that. It's worth pointing out that you can actually change the skin of your items, so you can think of this as like a transmog system. The way that you will do this, if you have options, is to click the item, go down to where it says skin, and then you'll be able to pick the corresponding skin. But that's all I have for you today. Have a most beautiful day. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.